And with the Online Footprint Project, if you haven't already, if you could leave a 5-star review on iTunes and Android, that would be phenomenal. Tom, hey, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, really good. Thank you for coming on the show. How are you?
Yeah, no worries. I'm good. Yeah, doing well.
Beautiful. So, yeah, man, I mean, you've got such an incredible story to share. So I would, love to hear about how things came about and how you really started your journey.
Well, let's just say that my story, my platform of getting to where I am now is a bit crazy. I'm adopted, and I was born with a disability. My natural mother basically gave me up from having the disability. I've got an income, and when she saw that, my natural father did the off, and when she was told that she wouldn't get a 3-bedroom house on the council, she said, put him up for adoption, I don't care. So this is from a young age. At one time, she actually showed up with a gun to kill me. This is no joke. Okay. Growing up through severe bullying because of disabilities, growing up with having to move around a lot, and the people that adopted me, who I now class as my real family, there was a domestic violence situation there. So I saw who I class as my mother being beaten. One day I walked into the room and found that half of her face was missing because he'd poured hot coffee down the side of one side of her face, and it was missing. It was like looking at a skeleton. And these things have an effect. But as you can imagine, growing up, you get this core strength. You get these values that say, I am never going to let anyone else suffer the way I've seen suffering. And as I grew up, I mean, I suffered from meningitis. I was in New York when the World Trade Center stuff happened. Oh, wow. It's like I had a hex on my back. Yeah. Serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. However, what it's allowed me to do now is keep moving forward and help people and impact people's lives. That's how I started the Impact Life Coaching, is because I wanted to make sure that people could actually receive coaching and support and without paying the earth, without spending thousands upon thousands on coaches and seminars and things. They could actually come to someone that's been through everything. Okay. The things I've seen should have killed me. Okay. I've had 2 breakdowns from the results of the things I've seen, and I'm still here. So there we are.
Yeah. You've done incredibly. Just strong will, just to really get through it, because it's so difficult to go through such challenges like that. And I certainly can't compare, but absolutely something that you've really done so well to push through it. And now your message is to help others. So I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's the way forward. If this world just shut her out, brought back community, brought back the spirit of togetherness, we'd have a completely different planet. We really would.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Now, sorry, the internet's just cutting out a little bit, so hopefully that's all good now. But I can see you fine now, so all good. Yeah. Wow. So I guess, like Tom, from what you've been through, like, how did you get into helping others? How did you start coaching and really being able to leverage your past to really help with others' futures?
I've been doing spiritual coaching for over 15 years, and I was very lucky to have a very strong following in that area. And I decided that it's one thing doing the spiritual coaching, but to expand into other areas. I was very successful in business. I run several companies. Great. And I've been very, very lucky, very blessed. And I decided that I should move out into other areas. And believe it or not, I relied on recommendation and return clients and custom. And so I had people just coming back to me or recognizing what I'd done for them and saying to, I don't know, their auntie, their uncle, go and see this guy. And that was how I got my business. I didn't have an online footprint, which is amazing. I was having all this business. So I decided to diversify into generalized life coaching, to business coaching, mentoring, things like that. And last year, I went to Tony Robbins, UPW,
nice.
to learn how to create yeah, man, amazing stuff.
Yeah, it would
If
have
you
been.
get to go, anyone who hasn't been, go, it's incredible. And I created this online footprint, this brand, and it exploded. It literally exploded. I had so many people saying to me, "Can we get coaching from you? We've been waiting for you to come online, to come on Facebook." And within, I think it was 6 months, I had 5,000 people following me on Facebook. It
Yeah,
was
wow.
just
Yeah, so you
absolutely
just capped
crazy.
out at max. That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Yeah, the internet cut out there a little
So
bit.
I think Grant's just asked a
um,
question too.
yeah. Hey, Grant. Hey, Drew. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. So, what do you do to take care of your health while running numerous businesses? Yeah. So, everyone, if you've got live questions and you want to post them in, please feel free. Because yeah, Tom is here to answer questions as well, in addition to his story. But man, Tony Robbins, like that would have been phenomenal to see, and we'll definitely get to Grant's question in a moment. I watched a documentary just the other day, and just how powerful the seminar was for everyone involved. And I couldn't believe it.
Mm.
Where in a room of 2,000 people, he actually a woman had to call her partner because she basically came to the epiphany that she wasn't right, in that right situation. And they muted out his side of the
Yeah.
conversation, but in front of 2,000 people on loudspeaker, she actually broke up with him. Yeah, I was like, wow.
No,
Yeah, and he's like, oh,
crazy.
look, you go to a
I
seminar and
saw
you
that.
get all fired up and then you're ending it. But yeah, it's just obviously, she came to that epiphany after being able to, have that train of thought. It's certainly not something Tony Robbins, said, oh, look, this is what you need to do. It's just if you feel that's the right way, then that's what you do need to do. And I guess in the moment, she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. So, which is just
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
crazy.
But,
And we saw some
yeah.
amazing things at UPW. Absolutely crazy. And I mean, I'm this year to Crew just to give back to people. So, and to meet some of my clients who are going to be attending. So that's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. So, yeah, I guess what do you do to take care of your health whilst you're running numerous businesses? Because if you're, so busy all the time, it's, health can be such a forgotten factor of a business owner.
It's crazy. And it's funny you actually raised that topic because, like I said, I do have an incomplete right hand. And in
Yep.
the last year, I was diagnosed with nerve damage in my left hand. And so health for me has been really massively high on the agenda. However, I'm lucky to co-own a fitness brand called Challenge Fitness UK.
Oh,
So
great.
I have all the trainers on hand to help me. Yeah, it's really handy. So I have trainers on hand to help me with things, and we're just now working through a meal prepping and fasting process, which is really powerful, and it's taken a while to put together, but I hope to be back at my peak state by May. But in general, just looking after me, drinking lots of water, trying to get some sleep. It's the entrepreneurial mindset that we work through the night or we're in meetings all day but stay up all night. So, I try not to do that. I try to get in the habit now of getting some decent sleep. Doesn't always happen. So, but I try.
Yeah. Well, that's great though. Because yeah, all this week, actually yesterday I got up at like 7 something, but yeah, all this week I've been trying to get up at 5:30. So, and then last night I went to bed or fell asleep about 12. I completely understand what you mean.
Yeah.
And you need to have a good balance. But yeah, I've just had a few things going on this week, so lots to do.
But especially when you're coaching people that are all around the world. I mean, I've got clients in Dubai, in the States, France, wherever, Canada, and you've got to work. So sleep is sometimes not your best friend, but you can only try. That's all I say. You can try. Do the best for yourself, and
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean,
you'll
because we
massively.
really try to get as much out of our day as possible, but at the same time, you need to be able to recover. I went and got a coffee this morning just because I was like, yeah, look, I definitely need this today.
Yeah, yeah. I know the feeling, and I don't drink, so and I drink
Yeah,
juice, and yeah, it's hard, and I'm not the fittest person on the planet, but I will get there. And everything's a process, everything's a journey. There's things, and who would want a coach that's perfect? Okay, we're not Mary Poppins. We're not practically perfect in every way. Okay, we all are human, And it's the human element in the coaching, in our approach, that makes us accessible. And that's the key thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Grant's left a comment here saying it's even difficult for me to turn it off and sleep enough because yeah, Grant is a fitness coach as well. This internet entrepreneur age makes it far too easy to feel like you're missing an opportunity whenever you close your eyes. Yeah, it really does. Like, I mean, there's so much to do in a day, and there's so much we can be doing. But you need sleep. Like, it's just we need it. It's like oxygen. It's needed. But unfortunately, there's not enough hours in a day, and that is why you outsource things.
It's true. Although I have to say, I'm a big believer in, if you run a Facebook group, if you offer coaching, any platforms, go remote. So go your posts in through Messenger. Even when it comes to, if you're a personal trainer or anything like that, set things up so it's automated. The more you automate, the more money and more reach you'll make, and more reach you'll have. Okay, that is where the future is. I'm a strong believer in that. I work also as a futures consultant for a lot of companies, and it's all about automation. I don't believe in chatbots. Okay, I believe in on-hand services where someone can connect with you, and that they've got someone on hand immediately. That's where the power is. That's where things will change, and you'll see more and more of that over the next few years with many companies.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, live chat has been around for so long, and that's been phenomenal. I mean, chatbot's such a new thing. I've been looking into a lot more. I made my first chatbot yesterday, um, and it is certainly something that it is part of the future. So it's definitely for a lot of businesses. I feel if they don't get on board, they will get left behind. But yeah, having people on hand is so important, and that's why live chat, that'll never end. Like, we do need that, but in some cases, it is possible to automate it. So I saw one chatbot where basically it was for real estate, and they managed to actually update it in real time for a person would ask how much their house was worth. And yeah, to get a response in real time automated is mental. Like, that's actually just like almost, I just can't fathom that. Like, I understand how it works, but it's just for someone to be able to consider to do that, it's just awesome.
It's complex. It's complex stuff. I mean, I've fiddled with chatbots even, sorry. And for me, I'm not a fan, but they do work for companies. They can be powerful, particularly if you're dealing with a utilities firm or anything like that. Having someone on there where you can go and ask the questions. But when you're dealing with one-on-one clients who know you personally, it's that transparency, it's that connection, and that's what sells your brand. That's what sells your product, and that's what's going to drive your business through the sky if you keep that personal touch. And that can be done by even just having a simple automated intro, and then they connect with you live, or even having pre-recorded videos and you send certain things through the bots, but it connects to a live video that you've recorded for that person. Personalized coaching, personalized training programs, all things like that. I think out the box when it comes to the chatbots, not just follow what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it comes to building a personal brand and having that personal touch, especially with coaches and consultants and things like that, like, nothing beats the one-on-one scenario there. So yeah, I mean, automating, like, the chatbots are phenomenal for them. Whereas if you are offering coaching, really you need that personalization. You need to be able to be speaking to them one-on-one. So there's definitely a lot of automation that can be implemented, but it really has a time and place for each business. Now let's have a look. Grant's asked, how do you prefer to find VAs? Well, I mean, Grant, like, it depends. We can jump into a call later, man. Basically, with VAs, it depends on what your goals are, but like, Upwork's really good if you're just starting out because they actually hold your money in escrow. So you pay them and then you find the person, and then that Upwork will pay them afterwards. I really like onlinejobs.ph, but in saying that, there's no security there, so you have to really manage your staff because, in essence, all that is a job board for you to be able to find someone. If you're on Upwork with someone long enough, they're more than happy to go off Upwork because Upwork takes a premium, so they actually take some of their hourly rate. But then keep in mind that then takes away the security in case they do something. But yeah, man, if you get stuck, we can jump on a call later. I've had many VAs in my day. Yeah. But yeah, Tom, I mean, let's jump back into so with your business. So with things that have been progressing and that sort of thing. So when you first started helping people, how did you know that that is what you wanted to do?
It's funny actually, because I coaching kind of chooses you rather than you choosing coaching. So in that respect, I think it's a case of I always had that connection, that way of connecting to people, understanding people. Um, Always tended to be good at helping everyone else apart from myself. And I think a lot of people who are doing coaching do find that. You know, you're everyone's shoulder to cry on, and you leave very little energy for yourself, very little time
Yeah, absolutely.
to kind of absorb your own problems, basically. But then, as I decided that the coaching side was going to expand and that was going to become my full-time position, my platform, I had to decide exactly how I was going to help people, really work on the product and what I was going to offer. And once I did that, I could allow time for family, I could allow time for myself, I could allow time for myself to grow, to just have my own personal space. And it's a lesson, and it's a lesson that takes some serious time to learn. Now, I'm very blessed. I have a really nice balance with my clients, and I have a waiting list. Whoa, so it's great. I'm lucky, I'm blessed. And I would always say to people who are looking to get into this, read everything you can read. Look at everyone out there that's doing it. So look at their websites, look at their plans, look at their pricing, and then do something different. Don't do the same thing. Do something different. Be yourself, be transparent. People will just come in droves. They just will literally be attracted to you like a magnet. And that's the key.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. So I guess what areas do you focus on the most with your clients? Like, or is it each scenario is different and that you feel they need certain areas of their life, um, giving them better direction? But I mean, what areas are the key areas you focus on with your clients?
We have several coaching packages. So the coaching package we offer is the virtual coach, which allows people to connect through Messenger, Skype, WhatsApp, or obviously Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
And then it's a case of whatever comes up in their day, we can work with wherever they are in the world, whatever time it might be. I'll be able to connect with them, even if it's just briefly, offer them some audio messages, some insight. And that is a monthly subscription plan. So that's affordable because there are 3 subscription plans within that. And that means I'm not alienating anyone. And then we move to the impact coaching packages. Impact coaching is the 3, 6, and 12-month packages. Then we move over to the Thrive lifestyle coaching, which is the high-end client, which says, okay, you want to spend $5,000 on coaching, then if you're spend $5,000 with me on coaching, then I need to impact every of their life. So we don't restrict it. It could be relationships, it could be parenting, it could be money. The first thing I do with people for the first 7 days is do an impact 7-day session, which means in the first 7 days, we do an audit of their finances, what's going out, what's coming in. I spend some time with them. We do some coaching calls. We actually do 2 coaching calls in 1 week. So in that 7 days, they're ultimately going to have massive impact in their life. They're going to have massive results, massive outcomes. And after that 7 days, then we actually start the coaching. So it's crazy because I always say to people, don't try and do something. If you try and do something, you'll set yourself up for failure. If you follow the do mindset, success is a given. And I follow that with every client. So the first 7 days, maximum impact, then their package starts, and then we move forward. And that includes business coaching, lifestyle coaching, the virtual coach, any aspect within that we will support.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's phenomenal. So I'd love to know, like, for say someone that's jumped on with you and they're looking to change their life in one way or another, or I guess for everyone listening at home, what advice could you offer for them? I guess just to get on track a bit better, or maybe if Matt says there is no try, absolutely, Matt. But yeah, so if someone I guess is
Exactly.
looking for more direction and they've come to you for help, what would you advise them in that regard?
First thing I like to do immediately is just spend an hour talking to someone and work out what their goals are. What can we change immediately? What things are they getting in the way of? Because sometimes it's our mindset, it's our own approach that gets in the way. So sometimes you can immediately make changes. They're probably already doing it and they don't even know, because when we're in our own way, we build our walls around us. Then we set midterm goals and long-term goals. The importance of the coaching that I offer is that everything will be achieved one way or the other. We'll find a way. So what I would say to people is set 5 goals, just 5. Okay. Could you eat more healthy? Could you exercise more? Could you tell your partner or your children you love them more? Could you ask for that pay rise? And if you can ask for that pay rise, you're going to have to prove that you're worth that pay rise. So write 5 things down that you can go to your boss and say, look, I've done this, and I've done this. I really believe I deserve this pay rise. And if they don't value you, you have a job, go and apply somewhere else. Or if your business isn't working, look at all the people around your industry that are working and find out what they're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and mimic them. And if you mimic them, okay, you will receive the same success that they do, and then you can start thinking out of the box. Then once you've got your core custom, then you work out the box. When it comes to business clients, the best thing they could do is focus on the monthly. Ignore the year-end amount. I know people want to earn $100,000 a year or £1 million a year. Forget that. Focus on the monthly. What's your 5? So if your bills, if your rent, if your mortgage, everything comes to $3,000 a month, okay, fine. Focus on earning $3,000 a month. That's how you grow your business. And also, the last point, is focus on detailing your tax records day by day, week by week. Don't focus on doing it a month ahead or a month behind even. Focus on the now. Always focus on the now. If you focus on the now, everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, that's great advice, Tom, definitely. Because I think tax is one thing that many don't focus on, or at least in the earlier stages where they kind of just do it all and they're like, I'll figure it out later. And that's such an important part of business.
Massive,
Yeah,
massive.
nice.
Just, do it day by day, you know.
Yeah, cool. So, Tom, tell us a bit about the radio station you used to have, because most listening in at home know I'm a big fan of radio. Now that I've got my own digital radio show, so yeah, man, I'd love to hear about your experience in that field.
It's brilliant. We used to run, there's another guy there called Darren Danks. We used to run something called London Talk, and we modelled it on LBC, which is London's biggest conversation, which is a massive radio run by Capital. But what we did is we put together something where we would discuss controversial subjects that no one else was discussing. We discussed tech, we would discuss the futures market, we would even offer some counselling, some coaching. We would just have different topics each time. And I think we did some interviews with various people along the line, from spiritual figures to tech bods. And it was just a fantastic thing. We used to get people involved to talk, to phone in. We had some crazies ring in, which is always good fun. And it was just a really fun show to do. And we had some really good numbers. I think 1,000 viewers for an online radio station was huge. So it was amazing.
Yeah, nice. How did that all come about?
We run several smaller projects from the spiritual coaching that we was doing. Obviously, I was working in consultancy for futures tech, and we just had the same interest. And we decided that it would be great to just do a radio show. Someone offered us a slot on an online radio platform in America. And from there, we said, oh, let's do this London's Talk thing. Let's do something different. And we did, and it was successful. It was just various other things got in the way, and we decided we didn't have the time to continue to do it. But at the time, it was fantastic, completely successful.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, that would have been a lot of fun. And, to be able to get everything out there and just discuss topics that weren't necessarily being touched on is just very innovative, and that would have been great.
Yeah, it's good. I think sometimes controversy is great because it gets people talking, and
oh yeah,
I know
absolutely.
we hear all these things about discussion about guns at the moment. We have discussions about terrorism. We have discussions about what we feed our children, what goes into food, stuff like that. And we have a lot of people that kind of beat around the bush. They go around the outside, but sometimes getting to the core of a subject, getting people riled up is the key to actually solving the world's problems. And if the individual pockets of people in the world, just the communities got together and worked together, we would find more impact, we'd have more results, and we'd have a better society. Simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's about, opening that dialogue and really just getting things out there. So that's really cool. So I guess coming back to your business, so with everything that's been going on, so I guess for those listening in at home, what other advice can you offer in regards to maybe they're I guess in a rut? Like I think that's a good one to focus on, because mental health is such an important topic. So if someone comes to you and they're in a rut, whatever it may be, entrepreneurial depression as such, it may not be that severe, but they might be, a bit down on themselves, what's going on. What advice would you offer to them for trying to back on track?
I think the first thing is to say, I appreciate how you're feeling. I've been through depression. I've been through feeling low. Entrepreneurship is such a struggle. It really is. And it's a constant uphill struggle. And success generally always comes at the end, okay? And is actually probably just the beginning, okay? So the path is always varied. But what I would say is you're not broken, okay? Don't ever think you're broken. In fact, you should go back and thank all the people in your life that have let you down or have made you feel shit, because actually, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be this person that's trying to create these amazing things. So really thank those people, feel great about all the crap you've been through, because without, hey, working in an office, hot dogs, become this strong person. And you've become this rhinoceros skin ability. Just go for it. And if you're feeling low, the best thing you can do sometimes is write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your heart. Write it down. And then screw it up. Burn it. Whatever you need to do to destroy that thing, okay? And also, something I think is really powerful. When you're depressed, everything seems so much more than it actually is. So close your eyes and see how big that shape is. Okay, turn that anxiety, that depression into an object, maybe a square or a circle, and really shrink that down to the size of a marble or a tiny stone or a dot or anything like that, okay? And when you look at it in that size, you could stamp on it, you could swallow it, you could do whatever it needs to be done with it. You throw it in the ocean, okay? When you visualize something as smaller, you have power over it, you have leverage. And as soon as you have leverage, you can overcome anything. Listen, if I can overcome the shit that I've gone through, anyone that watches this broadcast can soar, can excel at anything they do, okay?
Definitely, yeah.
Take in mind, the smallest of successes, a stone into a river. And we have like a little ripple. But the more that ripple expands, we create tidal waves. And tidal waves of change, tidal waves of generational change. So no matter how shit you feel, you are capable, you are worthwhile, you are incredible. You were born. What's more incredible than that?
Yeah, exactly. Like the chances of being, a human is just in the billions. Like, so yeah, just the fact that we've been born is just something that's just so, really just rare, really. Like it's just such a blessing to be able to do that. So, I completely agree with you there.
Awesome. Definitely, man. Definitely. Fail to success. I like that. Yeah, you learn nothing from success. Let me tell you.
Exactly.
Okay, you can be a billionaire, you've learned nothing. Yeah. It takes the billionaire to lose $1 billion to learn the lesson, and they become even richer.
It takes a lesson to get there, and then if you lose it all, it takes another lesson. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because there's so much emphasis on the success, but it's really the journey that's so powerful, because that's what makes you who you are.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be this person. I wouldn't be as strong as I am now if it wasn't for all the crap that my natural mum put me through, the bullying, the tormentors, the illnesses, okay? Even the illnesses today, the disabilities, I wouldn't be able to help the hundreds upon hundreds of people that I affect every day through messages, through online courses, through coaching. That's the power. That's the power. Those are the kid that's homeless on the street, okay, that finds some food and then hands it out to 5 different people has more impact in that moment than the kid, okay, playing games and sitting in their bedroom. There's no impact in that. There's no learning in that. The homeless kid's going to learn more.
No. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, it's really about what we can do to better ourselves in regards to growing as a person and as a business owner. Like the struggles are really what set that foundation. I mean, there's so many different reasons for people to strive forward, but just for those that have been through turmoil or through really hard times, a bit of like with hardship, they're the ones that are so resilient, like yourself, and what you've managed to achieve over these last 15 and 20, 25 years is just incredible.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's a testament just simply to, like I said, it's that rhinoceros skin kind of value that I hold, and I pass it on to my kids, and I give them something that they can inherit from me. And if they just take away that, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, awesome. So, Tom, I guess for everyone that is tuning in, for your help, like basically, how are people able to get in touch with you for your help? And the internet's cut in a little bit in and out there. If we're able to just go through again, just anything in regards to you want to discuss in regards to your offers, just so people can say, hey, Tom, I need help with this. I listened to the show and it sounds like we're an amazing fit. What's the best way to do that?
Sure, you can get in touch with me on Facebook. I mean, that's the easiest way of finding me. Or you can visit, we'll post a link later, but
Yep.
impactlifecoaching.co.uk, and you can send me a message on there. I've got various platforms, okay, but we've got subscription platforms, we've got one-to-one coaching, group coaching, business coaching. There is always a platform that will fit your needs, your requirements, whatever the situation. I'm not a therapist, I'm a coach, okay? I don't believe you're broke, okay? So there is always a platform that we can tailor to meet your needs. We even run a platform that gives you a personal trainer and a life coach. So we work on your health, your lifestyle, your business, your personal life, your finances. We give you the whole thing, okay? I think it's like $199, and we give you everything. You get a personal trainer that's worth £300 a month. You get a life coach that's worth £70 a session. You get everything in one package. There is so much to give and so much we can change. Because once we change your life, you automatically will change your children's lives, your partner's lives, and your friends' life, because you will feel amazing. So there is so much impact we can offer. My slogan with my coaching is real lives, real results, real people. So again, check it out, guys. If there's something you want to discuss, there's a free consultation, or you can just sign up and have a month-by-month virtual coach platform. We've got a platform to basically suit everyone's needs, and it's affordable. I think it works out something like the equivalent of £7 a week is the lowest package that we offer. So it's really, truly affordable.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's crazy. That's very affordable. Well, Tom, this has been an absolute pleasure of a chat. Like you've shared such an incredible story and so much value here today. So I really appreciate you coming on. I appreciate your time as well. So everyone at home, if you have got value from here today, please smash that like button, leave comments if you can. But yeah, Tom, thank you so much for coming on.